Hi, Dolores Andrew Gavin from Celtic Soul Essence. I am introducing you to my journey of self-discovery, which is a 4-part video series that takes you on a journey from the beginning right up to the end, where you begin to have a plan for yourself as to what it is that you want to change. This course is for someone who may find themselves stuck in an old story. It can be in your work, your career, your relationships, whatever. If there's a part of you, a part of your life that you really would like to change, maybe you have an emotion, you always go into anger. Maybe you feel sad and you don't know why. Maybe you have an inner glass ceiling that you want to smash out of and raise that ceiling so that you can go after those dreams that you've always wanted. Sometimes we put those inner glass ceilings ourselves so firmly in place that it stops us jumping out of our comfort zone and into the magical area where all the change happens outside the comfort zone. In week 1, video 1, we look at our story and how it's formed. We look at the limiting beliefs that are part of our story. And we look at how they formed when we were younger. When we do this, we can actually realize that we can change those limiting beliefs because they are what are fueling our actions. And if you have a story that you want to change, then looking at these limiting beliefs is important so that we can weed them out and change them. Also, we move on then to video 2, and we delve in more into the emotional realm. We'll have spoken a little bit about the shadow in video 1, which is any part of ourselves that we have tucked away and hidden, maybe because it was too traumatic for us to deal with. We also then, week 2, look at the emotions that could be tied in with these shadows. If we have put a story away and are not looking at it, it may have an emotion attached to it, and that emotion will be triggered time and time again until we look at these stories. So the emotional realm is where we go week 2, or video 2, whichever way you wish to do it. Week 3, I introduce you to emotional freedom technique, EFT or tapping, which is a fantastic tool that you will have for life that you can learn from doing this video. EFT takes the emotional charge from a situation. It doesn't always mean that we have to go right back to the very beginning, as we will have spoken about in video 1, when the actual first time something happened to us that made us form a limiting belief and maybe had an emotion attached to it. We don't necessarily have to go back to that initial time that this event happened and became a limiting belief, because sometimes this may be too stressful for us, and sometimes we don't even remember when they formed. So EFT will actually release the charge that is there with these limiting beliefs. We tap, basically, we use our fingers to tap on our own energy centers, our meridian points in our body. This is a great tool for children as well. So once you know how to do it, you can teach anyone around you to help them remove the charge. Now, sometimes it may be necessary to go to a qualified EFT practitioner if you find that there's something that you just can't get through. But I will teach you the basics in video 3, and you can take it from there yourself. We move on to video 4 and really bringing it all together, the whole journey, how you can begin to realize that your internal world is co-creating the reality that you live in, as within, so without. So we realize that the stories we hold with no blame or no shame, always, of course, whatever stories we're living, we can change them. And that's what I refer to as co-creating your own life. It's looking at this journey of self-discovery. It's going and seeing what stories are actually running and ruling our life for us, and realizing that we can change them one step at a time. I hope you enjoy the video series.